Hi, everybody. Welcome to your Denver Metro Home Advocate Report with your Denver/Colorado home advocate expert, Donald Betts. How are you, Don?
Doing well today.
Outstanding. As always, Don's information's down below. Can't remember that. Type in his name, follow the links. I can't make it any easier for you people. It's just that simple. It's easy to get a hold of Don. There is nobody better in Colorado that I can recommend beyond Don. As we start off, and I know you're already searching for the numbers, Don, tell me about the market.
Well, we haven't discussed the February numbers yet. Obviously, they're in for sales. I don't really look at actual sales costs on a week by week basis because they're so up and down, and it's better to look at them on a monthly basis. I think it gives you more accurate information. But we had and I mentioned it many times, month over month declines since it was either April or May.
Yeah.
And in February we had an uptick in prices. So
you had the January boost. Thanks
well,
to
I don't know what you'd call it, but definitely bucking the national trend in terms of where home values are going. So we're in that situation where you can't count 1 month of data as any kind of a trend.
No.
But we are continuing to see active inventory levels go down week over week. And normal before the pandemic, end of February, first week in March, we always see an uptick in listings. And we have not yet seen that happen yet. So what does that tell you? Well, I think that we have a continuation of buyer, and they're anxious about selling because they have to find a replacement property, and of course the interest rates are preventing them from being excited about doing that. We've had in the last less than a month, interest rates have jumped 0.75%, basically on your standard 30-year fixed mortgage. So that's a big hit. That's volatility that is, this volatility in mortgage rates is just driving people crazy.
It's unprecedented. It's literally, we've discussed it for the past week with somebody who's been in the business for 30 plus years. And for him to finally break down and go, yeah, no, interest rates just don't jump like that. Like they've never historically jumped like this.
Yeah. So it really is throwing in lots of uncertainty into the market. And when you're buying a home, it's folks like certainty. When you're selling a home, you want some level of certainty, and we're not in that mode right now.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. It's really hard to, and I would recommend this if anybody's on the fence about buying or you're planning on buying, please give Don a call. And here's why. The rates more than likely will only continue to go up. I don't see any other solution for the real estate market. They want to bring prices down. They want to cool it down. Denver's a huge metro. Sorry, but it just is. You just happen to be in a bad location, and it's one of those places that they're trying to cool down, much like LA or any of the other locations. And the way to do that is through the interest rates. If somebody's looking for traditional financing, yeah, you might consider, buying down the rate. Are the lenders favorable to working? I should say, are sellers favorable to working with buying down rates and doing creative financing?
Yeah, I think they are, in general, but nevertheless, we're still seeing. A year ago, we would see an average of 8 to 10, somewhere, I don't know exactly, it was 8 to 10% over list price was what we were doing a year ago, and people had to go over list. And now now we're almost at par. So most closings are going at list prices or right within a point. So yes, there's still some negotiation room for that type of concession, and I think that we're seeing quite a bit of it. I haven't had anybody do it yet lately, but we've talked about it, and with sellers I'm dealing with, I've warned them that offers are going to come in if and when they list that are going to ask for those types of concessions. So be prepared.
I think it's
And-
the norm of the market right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I do. Again, Don's information's down in the description. You can type in his name. You can type in Denver Realtor. A lot of different options, and we'll get you to Don. Which takes me to my bigger topic: news from the wilderness. Everybody's starting to see people pop their heads up who are unable to make their payments. Has it made its way to the metro yet?
I get a weekly report that I log in. I keep track of new foreclosures every week. And last year, we averaged around 45 properties per week starting the foreclosure property process. So that's maintained really steady for the first of this year. Actually, it's trickled down. We're about 40 properties per week are getting notice of election and demand, which is the first public notification that you can monitor. So it's steady. It hasn't ticked up yet. So, but I'm expecting it to.
Yeah, I am as well. I think we've finally reached the point, and the online chatter seems to indicate that everybody else is expecting it as well.
Well, you know what? At some point, these forbearances that have been given, like beads at the Mardi Gras, are going to come home to roost, and people aren't going to be able to pay, and they're going to see that they're one of their best options is to go ahead and sell.
Absolutely. I agree.
And in Denver Metro, obviously, like I said, we did have we're back to where we were this time of year. Overall median price range, all property types and all price ranges, but people still have a bunch of equity. So most of those people that are going to be handed that foreclosure process paper are going to have equity, and they're going to find a solution before it hits the foreclosure hits the foreclosures.
I completely agree with you. I think my biggest angst in life as a banker has always been, why would you let a bank foreclose when you have any kind of equity? Why would you do that? It's unfathomable to me. And I've seen it for 30 plus years.
Well, it's something. It's where we have to do our job as home advocates and educate people and give them good information about what their options are.
Absolutely. Take advantage of the information down in the description. Give Don a call. Please take advantage of your equity if you are behind on payments. If you're thinking of buying or selling, please give Don a call. Experience in a market like this is critical. It's critical. It changes that quickly. It's that important to work with somebody with experience. Is there anything you'd like to add? Yeah, go ahead.
And things are changing so quickly. So it's important that when you choose an agent to either help you on buy or sell, that they are in tune with the market. And I love it. I love being, on top of what's happening and analyzing the data and reading the reports and listening to the gurus out there tell us what's happening. So I can help you out.